Hi, you're listening to the Fresh Start podcast. This is episode number 19. Hey everybody, welcome to the Fresh Start podcast. It's November. I cannot believe it. And I'm here with Stacey. Hey Stacey.
Hello.
And Melissa Jackson's back with us. Hey Melissa.
Hey.
We are doing another Hot Topics day because there's a lot. There.
It's relentless.
Oh my gosh. I don't want this to be, there's so many crazy things we could talk about today that are going on in the world and some heavy stuff. And I do want to address a few things, but I also want to talk about some other things. So y'all hang with us. This isn't going to be a terribly heavy conversation the whole way through, but I do want to start off with, I told Stacey, I just saw 30 minutes ago that a federal judge just ordered Donald Trump to pay full SNAP benefits immediately. They want them in people's bank accounts by Friday. Do you think he'll do it?
No, I don't. I don't think he will. Hasn't he said as much?
Yeah, he has. And it's heartbreaking to me because obviously the Republicans' talking point about this is that it's all the Democrats' fault because the Democrats won't. I was listening to Fox News today because I really, really try to understand how people that I love, see things opposite from me politically. And I know it's because we're getting two different news sources. We've talked about that.
Right.
But they're consistently talking about, their talking point is that the Democrats are holding America hostage because they won't come past this clean CR bill and open up the government, and it's all their faults. The way I understand it, is not very clean. It's going to kill everyone's health care if they come back and pass it. And I'll definitely be one of those people. We were just looking today. Our insurance is going to triple, and I don't know if we can even afford it. And we have really depended on the ACA healthcare for the last 10 years or so. What are y'all's thoughts on that?
I mean, I just get so tired of the back and forth, the blame game. Like, say what it is. Say it. Be honest. Like, at least the Democrats have said, we're not budging because we're not willing to sacrifice healthcare. Like, they've made that pretty clear. And
Right.
then, so if the talking point on the right is, well, they don't want to budge on healthcare. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also, like, I've heard a lot of different things. I've heard that, like, part of the reason they shut it down is because if they do, they immediately have to take a vote on these Epstein files. And they have enough people on the right to approve that, and who knows if that's true. Maybe that's speculation. I don't know. But I just, like, these people work for us.
Right. They're not working.
They're not working at all.
Even crazy Marjorie Taylor Greene is.
Yeah, that's the weird thing.
Yeah. And what's his name? Josh
Hawley?
Hawley. Josh Hawley, is that his name?
I think.
He's speaking out against the cuts to healthcare because of the constituency in his state. It makes no sense to just break things. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to just break things. And particularly these SNAP benefits. I mean, this is one of the more successful programs. There's all these statistics that say that it actually feeds the economy.
I know.
And it actually brings more income to the economy than it puts out.
I know.
Yeah. I think it just becomes more and more clear that there's so much that we don't understand that's not obvious to everyday people about all of the craziness that's happening between the two parties and what's embedded in the legislation and really the intention behind. You have to think there's a reason why the Republicans aren't scared about their constituency.
Yeah.
Well, they might be a little scared after the votes the other day that went radically blue. Now, again, watching Fox News, their talking point is that, well, those were blue states anyway. They expected that, but there was some stuff in Mississippi and in Georgia where some courts, Supreme Courts were flipped down there. Some Congress was flipped down there, which is deeply Southern states. I don't know. I'm hopeful about the direction that it went. What did y'all think about the elections?
I just think you have to expect them to they have to have a line to try to keep their people from freaking out. Clearly, a lot of people came out to vote, more than expected.
Women, that's what I saw. It was like the women vote is what really pushed it. I was like, go, ladies.
Yeah, I don't remember where I saw it too on that note, but the Moms for Liberty, they suffered a lot of losses too. The people that they had backed,
really,
I think. Yeah. So I saw somewhere that everyone they backed, for the most part, wasn't elected. So that it was a clear sign that they've lost some of their influence. But yeah, I just think that the Republicans have to have a party line to ease the concerns of their folks. And that sounds like a great one. Oh, we just expected it. That's something you would think an abusive power structure would have on tap, ready to respond with.
Yeah, for sure. And I also think, like, in general, you can say that it's predominantly blue states, but I mean, some of these states are places where they were moderate and may have even gone to Donald Trump in the last election.
Yeah.
Or counties where that was the case. You can push people so far. There are a lot of moderates who voted for Donald Trump because the economy was bad, and it ain't better.
Yeah, it's worse.
It's worse.
Even on Fox News, they were saying that it's like 70% of the people are saying that the economy is worse right now. And he was talking yesterday about how the economy is better than ever. Grocery prices are down. Gas prices are down.
That's an old-fashioned word.
What?
Groceries.
Oh. Well, according to him, you have to show an ID to get groceries. He said,
new word now. Have you noticed the new word's affordability?
Oh, affordability instead of
affordability. So actually, everything's affordable now. We need to look at overall affordability and our things, regardless of how individual people feel when they reach for their wallet.
Well, and here's the thing, though. That was what Democrats were saying at the last election, because the economy was doing better, but the average person wasn't seeing that. And so, the stock, like for instance, stock market right now, it's doing amazing. 80% of it is AI. We learned about bubbles like that during the .com bubble,
right?
When that broke, right? So it's like, we have to understand some of these markers, and the truth is and I mean, as somebody who is a Democrat and who does lean liberal, learning to listen to people and not just look at statistics and understand that statistics are not the same as people's lived experience. Right. And they're doing the same thing Democrats did that lost us the last election right now. Right. They're saying, but the economy's great. Okay, but doesn't matter. That doesn't matter if it's not great for the average person. Who is it great for?
Right.
Yeah.
And you can say, and I mean, again, I learned this the hard way in having conversations with people who are conservative, to say, well, inflation is lowering, but it's still inflation, which means it's still, the percentage is still higher. Right. So even if it's not 12%, it's not negative 12%. It's never going back down. And so to top it off by saying, we're not going to open up the government. And you have Democrats saying, like, Democrats should seize this and say, we don't want this government open until we know your health care is not going to skyrocket and you're going to be left without care. Right. Like, own your part of it. Be transparent, own it. Say, until they actually change this thing that's literally going to keep you from being able to afford drugs, going to keep you from being able to afford, being able to go to the doctor when you're sick. Until they're willing to stop that, we aren't going to do it.
Right.
And you mentioned AI, the jobs report. was pretty
Wow.
bad in October
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
because of AI.
Exactly. Amazon, what do they say? Laying off like 30,000 people?
Yeah.
Something like that. So, you know, you can't just look at statistics. You have to be willing to look at lived experience. You have to.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's not great out there. I mean,
Mm-mm.
for me, when I go to the grocery store, I'm like, I can't leave the grocery store with two bags and have paid less than $100.
Right.
That's crazy.
I know. It's terrible.
And I have means, like we're a 2-income family, like we're good. Like we can adjust a few things and afford it. There's a lot of people who can't.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing that gets me, right? Is like, why do we want to harm the people who are the worst off? Why is that option always the one on the table for in a conservative way of thinking? I don't understand it.
Right. Well, and they're able to find the money for things that they care about. They're giving ICE people bonuses. They're giving Argentina money. And also, where is all this tariff money? He said that they've been bringing in billions of tariff money. And so why can't we use some of that to like feed people? What's the problem? Where is that money? What are they doing with it? It doesn't make sense to me that we're so broke if all these tariffs are making us the best country in the world. It's a mystery.
Well, and it's pretty tone deaf to like basically destroy the East Wing of the White House.
Oh my gosh.
And build a opulent ballroom. And I know it's being funded by private donors, but that's even more concerning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who is buying access to that? That's not healthy. That's not how healthy governments run.
Right.
Where you can purchase access to power like that.
Right.
And so even if it's privately funded, so it's not our tax dollars, well, then that's a problem. But also, like, it's a little tone deaf to be doing that when the government is literally shut down. They're having to cancel the FAA? Is that what it is? That's
they're canceling all the flights for tomorrow. It's going to be, you don't want to travel right now. Things are, I mean, we need government to survive. We need it, we need these things.
And if you're just anybody and you go out to the White House website and you just look at some of the crap that they're putting out on the world stage on their website and some of the recordings they've made of Democrats, and it's just absolutely unprofessional and just petty and pathetic and wrong.
It is.
And that's the tone that's being set all across the board. It's just a bunch of bullies that are running the government.
Yeah. Juvenile bullies too.
And I think that people, the average person, is just, they're getting sick of it already.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think, like, while, we're not in midterm elections and these elections are less, they're less likely to show the future of the country. Like, it does say something. It's saying something. Mm-hmm. And, midterm elections hopefully will speak even louder. And, I want to get to a place in this country where we don't keep swinging the pendulum so far every single presidential election. Like, we need some stasis, we need some stability. Like, and that doesn't mean we have to I think every president deserves 2 terms. God, I don't this time for sure. And I don't for last time either. I don't think Biden should have been in there another 4 years.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, we keep responding and reacting to the lunacy coming out of our government.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to keep living that way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you. Well, we could talk about crazy stuff in politics forever, but I have some yay and nays for you guys. Yay and nay. I'm going to throw
Nay.
Stacey doesn't want it.
I was looking at some things that are in the news today. I was trying to think of some things, and I thought, all right, we're going to play a little yay or nay. The first one I'm going to throw at you guys. Is this a yay or a nay for you? Mike showed me this morning this. The Kraft Company, they've just come out with apple pie flavored mac and cheese in time for your Thanksgiving dinner. Apple pie mac and cheese. Yay or nay?
Nay.
She's willing to try it.
I'd try it.
You try
I'm not
it.
a yay, but I'd try it. That's half my problem. I'll try anything.
You never know. Like sometimes things are surprisingly good that sound like it doesn't sound like something. I think I would try it first before I would serve it
Oh yeah.
for my Thanksgiving dinner. Have y'all
Yeah.
started planning your Thanksgiving dinner? That's not like only like a couple of weeks
Yeah,
away.
I know. It's hard to believe.
We have the same
Yeah.
thing every year.
You do?
Yeah, we don't venture too much from it. 'Cause it's like something we love so much and we never have it. You know, the
Hmm.
sides and all, we're like,
Hmm.
we look forward to it. So we don't
Yeah.
really stray too much from the menu.
Okay. What about you,
Yeah.
Stacey?
We have a big family gathering of almost 40 of us, and everyone sort of brings a side. And there are some staples, though. So, for example, my cousin and I are in charge of stuffed mushrooms as appetizers because,
Oh,
you eat all day long. So,
right.
after breakfast, the stuffed mushrooms come out quickly. And, but yeah, we have all kinds of things. And I love a big mixed plate that is just all kinds of fun things. But the thing that I want on the plate every year is green bean casserole. Just
Oh,
old-fashioned green bean casserole. I love it. I
yeah.
love it. I will eat it for breakfast. I love it so
With the
much.
French onions on top and the
Yeah.
creamy
Oh
mushroom
yeah.
soup. I
Uh,
know.
So I'm from Delaware, and the thing that we love is the sandwich the next day. And in Delaware, it's called the Bobby, and it's like the notable. Like I saw this thing. It was like every state's signature sandwich, and that's Delaware's. And it's you get like the really good hoagie roll, do some mayonnaise, then you do some stuffing, then you do the turkey, and then you top it off with your cranberry sauce, and that on a hoagie, and it is
sounds good.
unbelievable.
And this year you get to put apple pie and mac and cheese on it.
Apparently,
Stacey, are you still coming up here? Are you coming up this way for the
I
Thanksgiving?
am.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, she's going to
Yeah.
be like in Franklin, so I'm going to see her.
so cool.
Hmm.
I know that'll be fun. Okay, next yay or nay. Also, in a couple of weeks, the second installment of Wicked is coming out. Are y'all musical girls? Yay or nay? You going to see Wicked?
I am a yay for Wicked and a nay for most other musicals.
Yes, me too. I love
Really?
it. We're aligned on that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, Mike always says he's not a musical guy, although two of his favorite movies are The Sound of Music and The Wizard of Oz, which are both musicals. And every musical I've ever watched with him, we watched the Fiddler on the Roof one night. He loved it. I took him to see Beauty and the Beast. He loved it. I was like, "What musical have you seen that you didn't like?" He goes, "Well, I don't know. I just don't like musicals." We went to Wicked last year. He loved it. He can't wait to go see the new one. And so, yeah, I do love musicals. I mean, I guess I just like them in general, but I'm
Do you
excited.
remember, was it back in the 90s? I don't know, maybe the 90s, maybe the early 2000s, but they had the musical cop show that came out. Do you remember that?
No, musical cops.
Yes. It was
What's it called?
like
Like singing
Google.
policemen?
Yeah, it was a drama on TV, and it was about first responders, but they would break out in song.
Oh my
Wow.
God. No
It
thanks.
was just too much of a reach. But yeah, I just, if I'm gonna watch something, I want it to be gritty and like drama and mystery, supernatural, whatever. But I'm just not pulled toward music. Maggie, on the other hand, La La Land is like,
Oh, I love La La Land.
Never saw
and
it.
they keep playing like all the time. They play that soundtrack from what's the Hamilton.
Hamilton. I mean, how could you not love that
Yeah.
soundtrack?
Oh,
I remember you love that, Marcia.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
yeah, we're gonna get some
definitely got the
haters
big-
when
I
they
know.
hear.
I know. Don't share our email address. Yeah, my kids love it, love it, love it. And they constantly listen to it and it drives me bananas.
Mhm.
Hey, you like what you like. You love what you love.
I mean,
You
I'll
hate
go
what you
though. I'll
hate.
go with them all day long, but I just don't want to hear it in the car.
Mhm.
Okay. Next, yay or nay. I saw today there was a big brouhaha at the Miss Universe pageant. What do y'all think about beauty pageants? Yay or nay?
Gosh, you're just setting us up. You're setting us
I
up to
know.
fail. You know what I don't like about, well, here's what I like about beauty pageants, because I have friends that have been involved in them and their kids are involved and they just love it and they do it and they're happy about it. So great. What I don't like is how young the girls start, and I don't like seeing that. I don't like seeing all the makeup and hair and that whole adult look on a child. It's just kind of gross to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big nay on these because they don't have men beauty pageants.
Yeah. I was in beauty pageants when I was in college. And at the time, I thought, well, these are great. I mean, I got a scholarship to go to college because I won a beauty pageant. And it seemed to me just a way, guys got sports scholarships or whatever, and we girls participate in beauty pageants. But as I've gotten older, just the whole thing has just, the fact that a girl walks out on stage and parades herself in front of people to be judged. I just, the whole thing turns my stomach. And again, I was one that participated in them and defended them for a long time. But man, oh man, I guess the more I start diving into, the big picture of it all, I used to love to watch them on TV, and now I'm just sort of, I just feel like, oh, girls, come on,
Yeah.
there's got to be a better way.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to know how you came up with this list.
I was just looking online at news today. These are news stories.
Keep going. Come on, I'm liking this.
Oh, you are? You like it? Okay. Okay, the last one. And I just came up with this, and I know what you're both going to say.
Okay, what are we going to say? You got to tell us that first.
You're going to say yay.
Okay.
Tattoos.
Oh, big yay.
It's like
Big
therapy,
yay.
man.
I mean, my goodness. I grew up thinking,
Yeah.
that tattoos were basically the mark of the beast on you if you had a tattoo. But you were just show everybody your new tattoo, Melissa. She
Yeah,
just got a
so
new one.
it's the biggest one I have. It's on my arm. And it's sparrows and then a bouquet of flowers. And there's another sparrow on this side. And it's the three sparrows represent my husband and my two kids. And then the flowers all represent, so my kids are named after months. So the flowers represent their name, their birth month name. And then my husband's birth month flowers on there.
Nice.
I just got it and it hurt really bad. And I was sitting there and I had a friend come visit and she kept saying, "Do you need to take a break? Do you need to take a break?" Because it hurts.
Yeah.
And this is a big one. And I'll go back to get it filled in, so it'll hurt even worse then. And I, for some reason, and I can't explain it. I've thought about it a lot. I'm still not sure I can explain it, but there was something about being in that moment and enduring the pain of it and just knowing that something beautiful would come from it. Like it felt sort of analogous, or I don't know. There was something about it that felt almost, I didn't get that. Almost spiritual.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
To me, like this sort of being in the present,
Yeah.
this way of being present
Yeah.
that I don't know, and it has meaning to me, and it means something that won't, like the things that matter that it represents, those things will always matter, although the way they matter might change, or how the ebb and flow of it will change, but it's not like I got, something like Winnie the Pooh. Not against anyone who gets Winnie the Pooh, but like maybe
Right.
you won't always like Winnie the Pooh.
Mhm.
But for me, like this will always have meaning for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Sitting through the pain, and it just felt spiritual. I still haven't put my finger on it.
Well, you have to be in the moment. You have to be like right there. The pain causes you to just be, you're not planning your dinner menu
No.
probably. Well,
Right.
Yeah.
And he even asked, like, do you want me to spray the numbing stuff on there? And I was like, I don't know why, but I just don't. Like, I just want to just,
Melissa,
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's,
I didn't
yeah.
have that either.
really? You didn't?
Uh-uh.
You
No,
just went for it? It's like natural childbirth or something?
I tried that too. That didn't work out as planned, but um yeah, I have something very similar. So I have a few things, but I have the um
Oh, look at that.
a few birds. If you are watching YouTube, you just got to see me flash
Yeah,
you.
flash. Not a boob,
So
a shoulder. She didn't flash a boob. She flashed a shoulder. Let's clear
but on
that
my
up.
back I have birth flowers for me and my daughter and my mom.
Oh,
And then I have and a big magnolia because that's a childhood memory of my grandmother's house. So
Mm.
they're all very meaningful. But the when I went in for the ones on my back, the flowers, I didn't envision it being so big, but the tattoo artist that I see, he's like, okay, this is my vision. And I looked at it, it was much larger than I thought, but I was like, you know what? I'm good with it. So I thought it would be a multiple sitting. No, 5 hours right
Wow.
oh,
then had it done. And it was just like you described, you're just in the moment and it's painful, but it's bearable. And the one tattoo I've gotten that hurt a lot was a really tiny bee that I had added afterwards
mm.
onto where the flowers are. I just wanted a bee for Deborah in the Bible.
Mm.
And that little bee hurt worse than any other tattoo I've ever had. I think because of its proximity to my spine. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
dang,
Oh,
Yeah.
that one little sucker.
wow. I don't
Yeah.
have any tattoos, but I've been wanting to get some and I just haven't. Like, I don't know where to go and I'm not sure what to get. I come up with ideas and then I go back and forth. And
Yeah.
everyone said, whatever you do, just make sure it's not anything that you're going to feel like later on you regret.
Mhm.
And I'm like, how will I know that? There were things I thought that would never change about me. Like this is something I'll never not believe when I was younger, and I have changed, and so I'm glad I didn't put that on my body. I don't
And
know.
I think you'll know. You'll know to some extent when something
Yeah.
resonates with you.
Also,
Yeah.
too, like, I wonder, because you were just talking about like things you believe that have changed, like who you are at your core, like your values, like who you are,
Mm,
those beliefs changed because you were awakening to that person.
mm.
And so if it's something attached to that, you know,
Ooh.
it's not going to change. It might morph. Well, I shouldn't say it's not going to go away. It might change. The meaning might evolve, but like that meaning and value won't dissipate. So don't do something that you believe in. Do something that is your value,
Value.
that
I
yeah,
like
like your
that.
values, and sort of those, as you're becoming more yourself, will kind of always be there.
Ooh, that's giving me some good ideas. Maybe I'll go do that on my birthday this year. Maybe I'll celebrate turning 64. I'll be 64.
I'll come with you.
Will
It's
you?
so funny. Like we hit a certain age, and I mean, I have to do math in my head sometimes. I'm
I
like, how old
know.
am I?
Yeah.
I
Oh well.
know. I get confused because I don't feel, I mean, some days my knees feel like they're 64, but the rest of me just like, really, I'm not, I can't believe I'm 64.
What age are
Yeah.
you in your mind?
In my mind, uh,
Or like in
I,
here
I
in your
think I'm
chest?
45 forever. I don't know. I loved my
45.
40s. I loved
Yeah.
my 40s. I've actually loved all of my
Were you
decades.
45 before you were 45? Like, were you always sort of 45 in your in your head,
Huh.
or
Interesting
has
question.
that changed as you've gotten older?
Maybe. I mean, I had kids so young. So I had to like, well, my friends were still all going out and running around, single people. I was home raising kids. So I think I did sort of like jump into adulthood and I felt older than I was for a long time. So maybe, yeah, it's sort of the halfway mark, kind of like 45. Maybe I've just sort of always been there. That's
Yeah,
weird. That's an interesting
it
conversation. What about
is.
you? How old do you think you are, Melissa?
Oh, let me think. I kind of feel like I'm like this, like um 65 I think I'm 65. And here's why. Because in real life I'm
You're the
47.
oldest. You're the oldest of us on this call right now.
I'm 47 currently. That's how old I am.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But I kind of feel like this person who's like, I don't know, maybe it is 47. Maybe it is, but like I feel like I've gotten to like turn the page to this level of sort of settling in to my bones and like just feel like I don't know, like I see with a different lens than I ever have. And it just feels like somebody who can kind of look past this layer that we kind of all move in and can get down to a deeper layer. I don't know. That and it just makes me feel like maybe I'm older. Like still fun, still spirited, still but so not older in a bad way, like older in like the amazing way.
Yeah, you've always, ever since I met you, I've always felt like, man, she is so wise for her age. Like, just, yeah. I mean, so we should just switch places because you want to be, you feel like where I am, and I feel like, what about you, Stacey?
I'm ready to have like all gray hair and just embrace my inner crone. That's pretty much where I am. But I think about this often because having a young adult in the house and some of the weird conversations we get into, and I just snap back and like jump in and with the slang and like on the text, I'm just all in there. And sometimes I'm like, "Meh, meh, meh." I'm like, oh wow, I'm that little independent teenager again, or that young adult.
I love
Being
that.
sarcastic. Yeah, so I don't know, but I do. I do feel myself thinking, as we get older, as I get older, I don't think I'm ever going to change on the inside. It'll just be interesting to age while not feeling that on the inside so much,
I think when you embrace the evolution of life and evolving becomes your stasis and your norm, it doesn't really feel like you change because you're always changing. You know what I mean? It's like the ride you're on. And so I can change my mind because I'm, like I said earlier about the tattoo, I know even more now who I am than before. So if I change my mind, it's because I'm discovering myself, my evolving self. It's like the curtain keeps getting pulled back on myself. And I love it. Like I like her.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
like her.
man.
And so I don't want her to change so that she can be hidden behind the curtain. It doesn't mean I won't still change, but evolving is the norm.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember sitting on a plane one time, and I sat down on the window seat, and this young, very muscular young guy sits beside me, covered in tattoos. And I thought to myself, well, he and I don't have anything in common to talk about, so I'll just read my book. Because sometimes, it's like someone sits by you and you just immediately feel like, oh, this is someone I can chat with. And I was like, not this guy. So I pull out some book, and I don't even remember the book I was reading. It was a religious book or a spiritual book or something. And as I'm reading it and we're flying along, gotten up in the air and we were going for a while. And he leans over and he goes, hey, have you read? And he names another book by that same author. Have you read that book? And I said, oh, no, I haven't. He goes, oh man, it's so good. And we just started talking, and we really connected. And I don't know how we got on it, but we got to talking about his tattoos. And he said, this is my story. I'm literally wearing my story on my sleeve. He said, like you, and he pointed out that I had a cross necklace on. He said, you wear that cross necklace probably to let people know that's a little bit of your story. That's who you are. And he goes, so you wear your story around your neck, and I've just put mine on my sleeves. And he started going through all of his tattoos and telling me, and even though maybe some things had changed, it reminded him of his journey. Okay, I'm not that anymore, but that was me. That was part of me, So he was still embracing those things that maybe had changed. And that's when it finally hit me. I mean, my kids all have tattoos, but that's when I finally, this young man on this plane is the one that finally broke that brainwashing in me that, only skanks get tattoos that, I had been taught, growing up in my little religious circles. And so now I'm just fascinated. Like I can't, every time I see someone with a tattoo, I want to ask them about it because I know there's a story behind it.
Yeah, I love that.
So silly, that whole biblical argument when it's not even the same thing. It's just ridiculous that people think the modern version of tattooing is what that verse is about.
Right.
Yeah. It's kind of like a recipe, right? If you take a recipe that somebody cultivated in a time when there were no ovens.
Yeah.
There were no microwaves. If you take that recipe and try to make it now, you've got to change some things around. You can still get the same outcome, but you're never going to get the same outcome if you try to do it the exact same way.
That's profound. That's a word to end on today. That's great. I love that. Now I'm sitting here thinking maybe we need to get a tattoo artist to come to our retreat.
I was already thinking that.
Are you really?
Heck yeah.
We could all get little tattoos. Oh, I may have to check into that. If you know a good one, Melissa, let me know.
Oh, I do.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yes, I do.
That's awesome. All right, ladies. Well, thanks for talking today. This has been fun. I always love chatting with you guys. And
thanks for having me on. I love it too.
Two of the smartest friends I have. So I love, all you other friends that are listening, I think they're very smart.
You might want to edit that out.
I don't have any friends that aren't smart, but
There you go.
you guys are exceptionally smart and it's fun to talk to you. Oh, guys. Well, thanks for everyone for listening. We had fun. We hope you did too. Be sure and like, share, rate, review what you can to help us grow. And we'll be back in a couple of weeks on the Fresh Start podcast. Bye, y'all.
See ya.
This episode has been brought to you by God and My Girlfriend's Ministries. If you're looking for a faith-based community where everyone is accepted, all beliefs are welcome, and no judgment, check out godandmygirlfriendsministries.org, where you can find more information about our book clubs, both online and in person, upcoming retreats, and all the events in your area. You can also find out about one of our favorite things that we do, our Single Moms Christmas Blessing Ministry. So go check out godandmygirlfriendsministries.org. We would love to have you a part of our community.